Hello, my fellow anglers and friends. Your fishing expert is back, and today we're diving deep into what promises to be a very interesting day on the water. Friday, the 11th of October, 2025. This isn't just any autumn day, folks. It's a day when the fish are showing some fascinating behavior as they prepare for the colder months. Get ready, because I've got some unique insights and practical tips that could make this day one of your most memorable fishing adventures of the year. What makes this day special, you ask? Well, we've got a perfect blend of cooling waters and changing fish feeding patterns that, if you know how to read them, can lead to some truly spectacular catches. Now let's talk tactics for a few of our favorite UK species. First up, the mighty pike. This is their prime time, friends. With the water temperatures dropping, pike are absolutely ravenous, bulking up for winter. You'll find them actively hunting in deeper sections of canals, reservoirs, and slow-moving rivers. Look for them around features like drop-offs, weed beds, and submerged structures. My advice? Go for big lures. Spinnerbaits, jerkbaits, and soft plastics between 4 and 8 inches can be incredibly effective. Don't be afraid to try deadbaiting with mackerel or smelt, presented on a ledger rig near the bottom. Remember, slower retrieves often trigger those aggressive strikes from big, hungry pike. Next, let's turn our attention to the coast for peaked baits. October is a standout month for aggressive bass fishing, particularly in estuaries and along the open coastline. They're chasing baitfish like sand smelts and sprats. In estuaries, focus on fishing around low tides, especially near neap tides, as these give you more fishable water. Along the open coastline, areas with moving water mass and diving birds are key indicators. Try casting weedless soft plastics or fast-moving shallow diving lures. White, black, and sparkly lures are often the most productive. If conditions are calm during the day, a little trick is to switch to night fishing on the coast. Larger bass often lurk below schools of smaller baitfish then. For our coarse fishing enthusiasts, carps are still very much on the menu. If we get some mild sunny spells, which are quite possible, carp will continue to feed actively. Look for them at depths of 2 to 5 meters in lakes and ponds, particularly near areas with dense water or even close to the shore. As the water continues to cool into mid-October, they might start moving deeper, down to 3 to 6 meters, searching for food. For bait, try barley, dough, or peas, especially if they've been soaked in milk. Simple feeder or waggler rigs can be highly effective. And finally, a shout-out to key grayling anglers. October is a fantastic time for grayling fishing in Welsh rivers like the Wye, Irfon, and Taff, as the cooling temperatures really get them active. Fly fishing with small nymphs or dry flies can be superb, especially during hatches. If fly fishing isn't your game, trotting with natural baits like maggots or small worms in the current can yield excellent results. They love clear, well-oxygenated water, so target riffles and the tails of pools. Now for the nitty-gritty, the theoretical basis of our forecast. For the 11th of October 2025, the weather case across the United Kingdom will be typically autumnal. We're looking at air temperatures ranging roughly between 8 and 15 degrees Celsius, or 46 to 59 degrees Fahrenheit, though it could be a few degrees cooler further north. Atmospheric pressure looks to be generally stable, with mostly cloudy skies during the day and partly cloudy conditions at night for some areas. There's a low chance of patchy light rain, so it won't be a washout, but do expect some classic British autumnal dampness. Wind will likely be moderate, around 11 miles per hour. These conditions, especially the cooling trend without dramatic shifts, tend to put predators like pike and bass on the hunt, while other species might become a bit more wary if the temperature drops too sharply. The water temperature is in that crucial transitional phase. Freshwater bodies will be cooling down from their late summer highs, likely sitting in the 10 to 15 degrees Celsius or 50 to 59 degrees Fahrenheit range. Sea temperatures are also dropping, averaging around 11 to 16 degrees Celsius or 52 to 61 degrees Fahrenheit along the coasts. This cooling tells fish that winter is coming, triggering a feeding spree for some species, while others might seek deeper, more stable thermal zones. As for the moon phase, on the 11th of October 2025, we'll be under a waning gibbous moon. It will be about 75 to 80% illuminated. Popular fishing lore often suggests that the bite can slow down a bit during a waning moon, especially after the peak of the full moon. While the scientific evidence varies, many seasoned anglers find that fish activity can be more concentrated during dawn and dusk under these conditions, and perhaps a bit more cautious during the brighter parts of the day. Considering all these factors, the overall fish activity. For the United Kingdom on this day, the 11th of October 2025, can be assessed as good to excellent. Particularly for predatory species, pike and bass should be very active, making this a prime time to target them. Carp will still be biting, though potentially moving deeper. Grayling in rivers will also be increasingly active. It's a fantastic window where many species are still feeding aggressively before the full grip of winter sets in. The steady, cool temperatures without extreme drops combined with generally stable pressure create favorable conditions for a hungry fish population. So, my friends, grab your gear, dress warmly, and head out there. May your lines be tight and your nets be full. I wish you all tight lines and a screaming reel. As we say, don't forget to hit that like button if you found this forecast helpful, subscribe for more tips and tell me in the comments below. What are your plans for this weekend? What's your go-to lure for autumn pike? I love hearing your stories and observations.